Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today we are doing the Docherty Dozens, James' 16th birthday. Now, she gets a lot of criticism for her kids' birthdays. And I actually think you can never, in my mind, you can never spend enough on a child. Um, my children are not spoiled, but they know they're loved. If you know what I mean, okay? They don't get presents all the time. They get presents like on Christmas and their birthdays. Now, the haters out there says that she spends way too much on her children for their birthdays. Now, her other son, I am awful with names. That's why I never mention names. Her other son's 16th birthday, or yeah, she bought him a Jeep. So I think on all her kids' birthdays, their 16th birthday, I think she's gonna buy them a vehicle. And I personally think that's awesome. Now, again, I really do like this family. I think they're very, very, you know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just all these haters out there. I think they just need something to talk about. And I was hoping that people are going to give up on talking about the Doherty dozen and quit all the insults and all that. And of course they didn't. So, um, my channel, I do a little bit of everything on it. You know, like I do weather. I do whatever I feel like doing that day. Well, today I felt like talking about Doherty dozen. If you like what I talk about, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment below. I do have haters on these kind of things too. You know, but you know what? Each to their own. If you don't like my content, move on. Go to another channel. Do something, do something. There's no, life is too short. You can't sit there and criticize everybody. But I do like feedback. If you're going to tell me something that you believe is your opinion, that is awesome. She did, okay, this boy, he just turned 16. She bought him a gaming computer. And in that car. And I personally think that's awesome. Again, if you can afford to do it, do it. If you can't afford it, just make sure that your child knows that he is loved or she is loved. And make their day special for them. I'm not sitting here saying you got to spend all kinds of money on your children. But, if you can do it, do it. If you can't, you know, I, I just like this family. The more and more I watch her, the more and more I find out stuff. Like today, I watched her morning routine, and the children that they adopt, she lets them see their biological parents. And the, if it's healthy for the child to have a relationship with their biological family, and I think that's awesome. She's not taking them away from their biological families, and I just think that I like it when she films when she takes the kids to the restaurant, because if you ever took your family to a restaurant, It doesn't even have to be a big family, just a little family with young kids and teenagers, and it's always hectic. And if you watch these children, they're just so happy to be there. And her older children are just amazing, and you could tell that they were raised very well. Look at him. He's got a smile on him, and he's letting this little girl help him. He's just an amazing young adult. And that reflects the parents. When you can raise, if your children are amazing young adults, that means you did something right. That means that you raised them the correct way. And I do know that some of these children didn't come to her until they were older, but I believe the two older ones she raised from a very young age. And I believe the twins she raised. And if you just look at them, you know, they're going to be awesome kids. I just think I think he is so adorable. I'm trying to get to. Look at that. And yes, she had 3 cakes. But one's cookie, one's carrot cake, and one. Oh, I think he asked for a carrot cake for his birthday, and she didn't have the time to make it. And I understand that, you know. There's times I said I would do something and I ran out of time. I did make it up to them. And now here he is opening his presents. Oh, he got a gaming computer. That is so awesome. I just think it's so cool. Okay, let's move on a little bit. I thought that was going to be faster than what it was. Okay. What I'm trying to get to is I personally find her birthdays for her kids are really cool. They're just amazing children. It is a gaming Logitech mouse. One of the best mouses there are. That's what the guy Best Buy said too. They're really good. And come on, I think this is it. Yep, this is it. Now look at this boy's face. I just love the reaction of her children. And she has these kids very active in the community in different sporting events, and I just think she does an amazing job. Wait, when did I? Oh, Alex said there was like the neighbor. Yeah. He got a car. That is so cool. It was. No, I did not get a car for my 16th birthday, you know. But like I said, if you can afford it, why not? don't put yourself in debt for children's birthdays, or just make sure it's special for them.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end it here. And have a great day.